Hey, how's it going? It's Rocky. Welcome to the daily diaries of an average futures trader. Today is Monday, April 17th. It's about 1:15 p.m. I like to go through, how my trades went today and my thoughts on the market. And I try to do this whenever I can daily, 15 minutes after the US market close. So, what I am showing here is what I used to trade essentially. And on the left is a time base chart and the right is a tick based chart. It seems convoluted, but if you're curious how I use these charts, there's no catch. Just check out the description I have below or check out my previous videos. So before we get started on this, just want to bring up how the market did for today. So it's actually quite surprising. Quite surprising that the all three major index ended at green today. It was actually quite choppy with no real direction when the market opened, and if you were trading today, you probably would have been frustrated. So if you look at this chart, this is a time-based chart. The yellow that I have here is when the futures market opened yesterday. And I'm gonna scroll this up a little bit so you can see the volume here. The volume is the histogram in the blue. So essentially, it wasn't until this big blue mark right here, 6:30 in the Pacific Coast, that's when the US market opened. And if you look here, it was really hard to figure out which direction this was going to. But I did essentially want to go through the two shorts that I did for today, and those two shorts got us a gross profit of $510 before commissions and fees on the account that I'm using as a hedge. So what do you mean by hedge? It's just an account essentially that I use to practice trading intraday, because I use the MYM as a long bias, where I'm using that for multi-day, multi-week swing. So I just want to first go through this one trade that I did do here. Let me get the frames right here. So this is a time-based chart. I shorted 3 contracts here at 34,026. So the average is right there. And then if I look at the indicator, the reason for that was, I like to short when the stochastic RSI is on the oversold. And of course, we are, diverging on the MACD. So that's on the time-based side. So if you look at the tick-based chart for that same exact trade that I did, so let me zoom in on that one too, so you can see why I use both the time base and the tick base. So I wait for both the indicators, or basically both the indicators for both the time base and tick base to look alike. So on this one, if we look at the indicator itself, you can see that we were on the oversold side, and then the histogram was also diverging. So in reality, that's really the main reason that I shorted on this trade. And I want to just calculate exactly how that trade went. Let's bring the calculator in here. So we shorted at 34,026, and we covered at 33,998. So that was a total of only 28 points. However, since this is the E-mini, where 1 point is equals to $5, and since we traded with 3 contracts, if you multiply that by 15, that is a total of $420. So on this one trade that I did here, which took about 15 minutes, I know it's pretty cool to say, yeah, I made $480 in 15 minutes. But in reality, as a real trader, it's not just the time that you took to trade that, because in reality, trading is watching the market the entire time, and a lot of it is really waiting for the right moment to enter, and only then can you be successful really at being consistent. So trading is not a volumes game. It's really just waiting patiently until that comes to play. So want to go through exactly how we did today, just to share that. So I do post my daily diary. I call it like a diary post, right? Yeah, it keeps myself accountable. It's my way of I guess in a way, I don't want to share when I'm losing, but I still will share that. But it's my way to really be disciplined. It's my way to keep my guardrails, and that's how I do it. That's what makes me a better trader. because by doing this diary, I'm able to share it to the world, so that way I can keep myself accountable. But yeah, a little convoluted way of explanation there. But happy to say that for the day, we were able to lock in $1,947.19. With the YM, like I was showing, with the hedge, got $510 out of that. There's no PL open. With the MYM, this is the one I'm swinging. You can see the PL open is almost almost $2,690, where we're able to lock in $1,435 for the day. Anyway, that is my content. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Thank you for joining me on this. Hoping to do more of this now that I'm home this week. A little bit still under the weather, so not quite sure how often I can do it, but hopefully trading is treating you well. All right, I'll see you on the next one.